What's up?
Thank you.
What's different about this camp?
I said a little more intensity to, I guess I use the word prove and show, you know, I know people thought I won the fight, you know, people know I won the Adams fight. People raved about it, but still I see an L on my record, you know. I was reading an article the other day, and the guy wrote, you know, Cunningham lost 3 out of his last 4. And I'm like, no, that's not true. But that's what it says on the record, you know. So that makes me more furious, you know what I'm saying? Oh, furious. Strike that. Yeah, strike that from the record. That makes me more, you know, more intent on dominating, on winning, on getting that W instead of an L, you know what I'm saying? And especially, you know, with this dude being, you know, tall, supposedly a giant and everything, there's a difference in camp, you know, difference in what we do. Like I said, a difference in intensity.
Are you sparring with people that are his size?
Yeah, you know many names?
Boxing big guys,
Yeah.
boxing big guys.
Yeah, we training with big guys.
I noticed like little adjustments, like nothing standing up there for the different things like that.
Yeah, getting used to the height. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the major differences. You know, his height, his reach, and he's aggressive. You know, he's an aggressive big man. You know, he's in shape. He's ready to fight. You know, like I am though. You know what I'm saying? So I got to prove that I'm the better man, no matter what size.
It definitely seems like there's intensity in this camp, and even just talking to you, you seem like there's more there's an edge this time that I haven't seen before.
I mean, there is an edge. You know, a lot of people don't know. You know, before I was a Christian, before I was the good guy, so they say. You know, I was a terror out here. You know, that beast is in me. Everybody's got that beast, that monster in them. You know, it's just me being a Christian and reading the Word helps me contain that. You know, restrain it. But, you know, it's a time to let it loose. You know what I'm saying? It's there for a reason. It's a time to let it loose. And I think that, you know, at the press conference, you know, Tyson Fury did get under my skin a bit. It's not that he got under my skin and make, oh, I want to kill him. You know, it's okay. I really want to beat this dude even more than I wanted to beat him before. So that made me come back and make training camp even more intense. You know, with Brother Nazim, training camp is going to be intense anyway. So that made me really push, you know what I mean, so I can be in shape.
In the past, you said that like the second Hernandez fight, you were angry about what had happened before. You got in the ring, you wanted to get to him. Was that a learning experience? Clearly, you got to have a cool head in this one.
I learned that lesson as an amateur, you know. I was a little big-headed, I was angry, you know, I was a national champ, I just wasn't getting any, you know, same thing as in the professionals. I wasn't getting any shine, or the shine that I thought I should get. And I went in for the guy that I should be just sparring, and he beat me. He outpointed me, and that's because I was angry and I wanted this, I wanted that. I'm gonna show him. So I did that with the Hernandez fight. You know, I was so angry, you know, with the second time, with the way the first fight went, and I can't perform angry. I can't. I knew that, but I felt I was the best cruiserweight in the world. And we see what happened. He beat me. He really outpointed me that fight, knocked me down a couple times, and my hat goes off to the man. You know, but now, you know, using all that as a learning experience. With Tyson Fury and his antics, you know, him wanting to be a star, him imitating Ali and doing all his, you know, tricks. I see that's one of his tactics. He gets on the guy's skins and they want to just come in and punch him in his mouth.
What's it take on fight night if you feel that coming? How do you cool?
Oh, the game plan.
They ain't all on the fighter. I'm not going to let y'all just hang the hat on him. That's not all his responsibility. That's my responsibility and our team's responsibility. If you got a pit bull, not to equate them to animals, if you got a pit bull ready to fight, he's definitely jumping. But until you pop the collar, you're supposed to keep him contained. So it's not all on him. We have to make sure that he's prepared for that. I mean, Tyson, the only thing that bothers me about Tyson, that irritates me about Tyson, is the fact people ask about the Holyfield ear biting situation. That's as far as it goes. That other stuff Tyson's doing, I got children that age. You know, he's a child. I mean, so children got a tendency to show out if you don't check them. Even though he has kids. So he in order. He in order.
Yeah, I mean, and for me to answer that question too, it's like you said, it's the game plan. Stick to the game plan. That keeps you in these guidelines of not getting out of control. You know, but you know, I'm the only one in there taking punches and giving punches, so I may see a shot here or a time there, pounce. That's what we train them to do. You know, so I'm just ready to work. You know, ready to get here. I'm excited actually. I'm really excited for this fight.
You feel that you could use his size against him in certain ways?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can use the size against him. You can let him think, let him use it for him. Us in training, that's why you have a training camp. Especially with, like I said, a great mind with Nazim. We touch on every base. So if he rushes, we got something for that. If he wants to box, we got something for it. It's all about the game plan, and truthfully, learning to work outside the game plan when you have to. That shows that's I'm a 12-year veteran, I should know how to do that,
Your world championship experience, he's fought one maybe world-class guy, maybe in Kevin Johnson.
Yeah.
And you world-class experience going back 6, 7, 8 years. How much does that play in this?
It plays in a lot, I've been a veteran in fights since before I even put gloves on, not bragging about all that, just saying, that stuff happened and I'm using it as experience, but getting in the ring is something different than street fight because there are rules. So, but it plays a big part, because it plays in the part of comfortability, knowing what you can do, and being in hard, tough positions and utilizing what you learn to do to win. And I've done that before.
He said several times in the press conference, nothing more than a light heavyweight or cruiserweight or whatever. You think he's maybe not taking this as seriously as he should be?
No, because a guy can say that. That could be his plan, make us think that. We're getting ready for the best Tyson Fury that the world has ever seen. And truthfully, for him saying that, that's going to make him look real stupid when he gets beat by a light heavyweight. So that's on him. He say what he want to say.
What's your strategy on your weight for this fight?
About 208, 210. About 207, 208 right now. I'm coming in the gym comfortably. So fight night we should be about 210. Doing it right, not just eating stuff in my gut. We're doing it right. It takes a little time, but I feel great. I feel strong. I feel energetic. I'm excited, like I said.
Steve, you mentioned that you have a game plan going in. Do you have alternations or like levers you can pull in case you see Fury having fun in the ring with you?
Well,
I've seen his fights before, and it seems like he has fun in the ring.
Well, you should have fun. That's one of the first things
But what are you going to do if you see him having fun with you?
Let him have his fun. He can have his fun as long as he ain't scoring. He can have fun, then that also draws the guy in. That's part of his plan. That draws the guy in to do something stupid and then get caught. So, like I said, I'm a veteran. He can have all the fun he wants. I'm going to have my fun too, 12 rounds. We got a little time.
You're made about his size or whatever, but you were maybe big as a lightweight. You're a long cruiserweight. You're probably longer than a lot of heavyweights in terms of your reach and your height. Do you feel that's people sleeping on that because of
Nah, he's a giant, man. The dude's 6'8", 6'9". After 6'6", all bets off. You fighting giants. So like I said, we're preparing for that. But in my mind, the size does mean something. But then I'm fighting. A fight is a fight, regardless if I'm fighting the smallest man in the world or the biggest. I gotta fight, and I gotta win. You know what I'm saying?
For most of the time, from when I see you fight, you like to stick and move, working from the outside. But because he's so tall, do you have to become an inside fighter?
Like I said, if you look at my old fights, that's what I did. I rumbled. I learned to box. And to the blessing of God, I've been labeled one of the best cruiserweight boxers for a few years in a row. Pretty decent boxer at heavyweight from the Adamic fight, from what people saw. So I'm going to utilize my strengths, and we've worked on weaknesses. So you're going to see some different things. You're going to see some same things.
Okay. How do you think his youth will play into the fight?
I think his youth is going to get him into trouble, to tell you the truth. You see he's a hot-headed young guy, and like a lot of young guys. I fought a young guy, hot-headed, in the name of Marco Huck. Strong, confident, undefeated. Fought him in his hometown, in his home city, in his home country.
Did a good job against Huck.
Thank you. And I let him do what he talked. He made fun of us. Look, I ain't here to make jokes. I'm not here to try to get a TV show, a talk show. Well, if I can, hook me up. but my goal is to win. I go to the press conference. It's business. This is my business. I'm all business. I don't wear a suit. But my demeanor is I'm not here to play games. This dude trying to hurt me. You know, like I said before, dudes get hurt in this sport. In this, I'm not even calling it sport. In this lifestyle of boxing, you can get killed. You can go into comas. You can get seriously injured.
Yes.
I'm not here to joke and giggle with you. You know, after the fight we can do that. But before the fight, you trying to knock my head off. I'm trying to do the same to you. So, man, that's the closest thing to a gladiator type war. So when the last time you saw the Gladiators or any movie or read any book, they laughing and joking in the bar the night before, and then they go out and try to stab each other. You know, that's my mindset, you know?
Okay.
Your wife said you guys were at the Hopkins fight. And,
Yeah.
At the end when they were chanting B-Hop, she said that's something that she prays for you to hear one day. Is that something you get caught up in?
Nah, well, I did at a time, and the way the business has gone for me, the way my career has went, my aspirations kind of went to a different direction. You know, it went from in the beginning, man, I want to be rich. You know, I want to get this $1 million house for my family. I want this, I want that, and then it's like you start getting into business, you start seeing how this stuff go, and it's like, oh man, hold up, I can't, no signing bonus, no what? But I did this, I did what? I got to sign another contract. What are you talking about? Where's the money? So then it went from that to then the fans. You know, you got some fans that can crush a fighter. You know, with their just the way they talk. You know, it's disrespectful to the fighter, to the guy who's doing what they want to do or what they supposedly respect. And then you can not care about your fan base or the fans, and you can just get to the point where I just want to provide for my family. But I'm at the point where I know I have a solid fan base, that respect. I do want to provide for my family. I am. I could care less about everybody cheering. I mean, not that I could care less, but I came up through Europe, you know, fighting in Europe where the whole stadium's against me. The dude throws a punch and misses, and they're going, oh! So I'm used to not hearing, you know, USS or Steve Cunningham chant. So, I mean, that's just, if I don't hear it, I'm still going to perform.
You're not in Europe now, baby. You're going to hear
No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, in the last fight, with the fight with Adam Eck, on TV, big, you know, viewing audience. Yeah. Everybody saw what you did. I think you proved yourself yet again. You're in a similar situation now, maybe with higher ratings.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Clearly, the thing is the win, but do you also see that do you see it as an opportunity to kind of break through or to impress?
No, that's been the mindset of the camp. You know, like Nazim been beating it. You know, Paul's been beating it into my head all camp. Inside joke. Okay. No. He's been you know, telling me, man, these are the fights that make stars. You know, this is time to show your star power. So that's been the mindset. You know, I want to go out here and be like Oscar De La Hoya was. You know, be, you know, like Bernard Hopkins is. You know what I'm saying? And be like, you know, Sergio Martinez, Andre Wards are. You know, and show dominance. You know, not just show I'm here. You know, I want to show I'm here. You know what I'm saying? With a statement.
There's a simple picture of a lot of like casual fans might say, oh, he's so tall, that means everything.
Yeah.
A big win over such a tall guy is going to translate, as brilliant as your fight plan might be, people look at that and that'll register with a lot of people.
Yeah, it will. It will. I mean, like, you know, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. You know, we know, like I said before, Tyson Fury had a few names on the list. You know, we had already called about Fury, you know, before the Adamic fight. Just, you know, seeing, you know, hey, I'm trying to get in there. You know, best way to get in there and get to the top is to fight these bigger, you know, bigger name guys. So that fight didn't happen. The Adamic fight came along. Now that Tyson Fury was looking for other fights, we know he had a few other names, the guys almost his size who've been heavyweight, you know, for a long time, but they chose Steve Cunningham, the guy with only 2 heavyweight fights, and in his words, the light heavyweight. You know, and it's like, why would a guy do that if he's the greatest? What is he, the greatest heavyweight or just the greatest fighter?
On the planet.
He's the greatest fighter on the planet. Why would the greatest fighter? That's like Floyd Mayweather fighting my son who just fought amateur. You know, why would you want to fight a guy that you say is so low, so beneath you, but talk big about it? So, like I said, this dude's young. I don't know what's going through his mind. Well, you know, he wants to be a star. He's just yapping. He yapping circles around himself. I'm ready to fight, you know.
Win the fight, you're number 2. What's that mean to you?
That means a lot, you know. I've been with the IBF for years, you know, getting ranked, and you know they've, like I said before, they're one of the sanctioning bodies that we know personally sticks to their rules. you know, and they, you know, they do what they say they're going to do. You know, you call them on their rules. Yep, you're right. Let's go here. Let's do this. So I'm happy to be a part of this eliminator again. You know, again and again. But like I said, it's a fight. It's a fight. If it wasn't for an eliminator, if it was for, you know, a USBA, it's a fight. It's a fight, and I gotta win. You know.
You know, speaking of the eliminator, you know, Adamic pulled out of this whole elimination situation because he didn't want to fight Pulev. You know, if you win this fight, you know, and Adamic starts coming back, so, you know, let's do a trilogy. But,
I mean, he already put out the statement that he wouldn't. We know a guy. See, when you fight a guy and you, I guess you can say exposed. Eddie Chambers exposed him with one arm. You know, and I went in there and just completely outboxed him. It's just the judges, those two judges, the only ones who didn't feel that. His feelings, he knows he lost. He knows he lost to two guys from Philly. So he's hurt. You know, you see the guy crashing his car. That's depression. You know, I hope he's all right from all that. I hope he bounces back from all that. I hope his career can continue, but he won't come this way no more. I know he won't, because he knows he was beat. And truthfully, I think the third fight will be even worse for him.
okay.
If he, you know. Any no more questions? Cool.
Are you worried? Are you worried that after a win over Tyson Fury, that the monster that they make him before the fight, that somehow people will automatically transform him and belittle him, and you won't get the full credit for beating a legitimate big heavyweight?
I wouldn't say I'm worried, but that is, you know, that happens. You see after Adam, you know.
They're declawing and defanging.
Exactly, they declawed and they defanged Adam. Oh, well, Vitaly did this to him. You know, Vitaly did that to him, and that's why Chambers and Cunningham were able to know the difference between everybody else. Adamic, you see, he came back after the Vitaly fight and stopped Walker. The difference between Adamic fighters and fighting me and Eddie is we use our intelligence. You know, we use the ring, we use boxing skills, we use ability. So, but you know, when they see a guy get clowned that bad, something's got to be wrong with him. So that's what happens. You know, they defang him, but I'm sure it'll happen with Fury. You know, sure it will, but.
That's what I pose to the media. Please, the win over Fury, you heard what Fury told y'all, that he's great, he's this, he's that. He has a lot of potential, and he's a very big man. He's a very big man. He got upset with me that I said he wins fights because he's big, but he shouldn't have been upset, because if you win fights because you're big and you're bigger than everybody, you shouldn't be worried. If I said that about every other, I could see him say, well, he's saying I can't beat the guys I'm not bigger than. But there's nobody that's bigger than him, so he should have been comfortable with that statement. Yep. Steve Cunningham has been overlooked. He's an intelligent fighter, and he's getting smarter all the time. That's the thing. He's not just an intelligent fighter. He's getting smarter all the time, if you look at his fights. The thing about this is that I've explained to all of my athletes, if you go down to the zoo and you see the silverback gorilla in the cage, nobody's stronger than the silverback gorilla. But how come he's always in the cage, there's some little old guy in the front with the keys? Because the little guy with the keys is smarter. And the smarter, we've seen power can win you things. In boxing, power is always one guy's thing. But you've never seen anybody maintain with just power. It's never happened. When you see these guys like Bernard Hopkins is not even the biggest puncher that ever come out of Philadelphia. You see what I'm saying? But you see how long he's reigned. You see, when you see guys that have that kind of discipline and that kind of intelligence, it carries. The strongest muscle in your body is that brain. And the guy that can use that can find a way to manipulate almost any other kind of person in the ring.
Nazim, you're known, and I know you hate when I say this, master strategist.
I wish I knew when I bought something.
Is it a little bit different strategizing for a guy this big, and you had to go look into your laboratory a little bit differently to get different things out to prepare for a guy this big?
Tyson Fury is a very big man who who has potential. He's already cashing in on his potential verbally, but he's really not doing the things that he's claimed that he's capable of doing. You have to devise a game plan that's going to make his strengths work against him. And you have to devise a game plan where your athlete can exploit those strengths. I believe we have the athlete that can do that. You know, I believe that Steve Cunningham is capable of that. I don't take anything away from Tyson Fury. He's bigger, he must be stronger, he's taller, he's younger. There's everything that points, and from what he tells me, we shouldn't even should be no second round in this fight. And when Tyson Fury talks, I mean, and we'll find out if Tyson Fury is everything that he says he is. I told Steve, I think if he's everything that he says he is, we win. If he's not every single thing that he says he is, he may not even get out of the fight. But this is boxing. This is why we fight the fight, because we all have an opinion prior to the punches being thrown. You know what I mean? But I respect the guy. I think he's a threat. I think he's a serious threat. And to be honest with you, I can honestly say I've never seen Steve in the gym in a fight that wasn't a threat. Some of them were physical. A lot of them were political and geographical. So he's always been in a threat, whether he had to fight in somebody's backyard, he had to fight somebody who's the favorite guy, or he had to fight the bigger guy. This guy's never had Bobby fall down a bad weekend. He ain't never put one of them dudes. They never just he never had that, keep you busy, take this guy, keep you busy. Jason Gavin was a doggone threat. So here's a guy that's all he's faced. This is all he knows is adversity. I'd be afraid if they gave him something soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Get your bull, man. Get your bull out of boxing, man.
When you get out of the babies, always know, look, they all crazy. They all crazy.
Oh, man.
Hey, Steve, you know, over in the UK, you have another heavyweight, David Price. You know, he just got taken out by, America's Tony Thompson.
Yeah.
You know, if you take out Tyson Fury, you know, their hopes pretty much go down to David Hay. So what do you think about him?
From what I'm hearing and reading on Twitter, the UK is not fully behind Fury, you know? It's from what I'm hearing, but, I mean, I'm not concerned with none of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just concerned with training right and getting in here and winning, you know? The hopes I don't care about the hopes, and the only hopes I'm worrying about is my hopes here with my team, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. That's the blessings to Fury, not to Fury, to Price, to Hay, all them dudes, you know?
Yeah, but you think, but a win over, Tyson Fury, you think that would, make a David Hay fight possible?
Who knows nowadays, you know? I didn't think I'd be fighting Fury, a year ago, to tell you the truth. So, anything is possible.
You can't go by your wins in boxing. You got to wait till it happens. What do you think was going to happen to Timmy Brady after the win was back out?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Brady
was on top of that grind.
Yeah.
And then he had to go and put his whole brain on the line to finally get some recognition.
Yeah, no doubt. So this sport is
boxing. We prepare the best way we can, and us getting prepared. I was blessed because I worked with a young man named Danny Davis, who was height challenged. But it helped me because he's helped me with certain things as a trainer that I have to do and prepare my athlete. Danny's always been small, and he's always had to work with big athletes. So he had to simulate height. And I've been able to thanks to Danny, we worked together a lot of years. I've been able to grab things from him so that I can help my athlete now that we're dealing with something tall. And it's boxing, man. We take the intellect we can, we apply it the best way we can, and then we bring the best performance for the audience and for the crowd. And the crowd will be making noise for Steve. We know he home now. This is close to home. He can get his love now. He's been across the pond.